How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution Site B documentary preparation video. Man, that's one hell of an intro. I guess I'm going to have to get used to that, guys. It's a mouthful. So we're looking at the workers village, and that was completed in the last video. That'll be at the end of the video. You'll be able to click that and watch that. I might put that in the description or the comment below. If you like the workers village, what we're trying to do with that, go ahead and check that video out. But today we need to do the INGEN compound. If anybody doesn't know what the INGEN compound is, it's on Isla Sorna. It's on Site B. It's in the second installment of the Jurassic Park franchise. I think it was Alan Grant and a few others. You know, go to Site B. And you know, you get to see the workers village, the INGEN compound, and there's a couple other things too that's out there, like the burrows and whatnot. But of course, with Isla Sorna being as small as it is, we probably can't do all of that. So we're definitely going to do the INGEN compound. Got to do the INGEN compound. Right now, I'm just trying to take this little bitty area right now and just kind of fill it up with some trees, just because I wanted to make it look as normal as possible, what it would be. I mean, they're not going to have this nice little snaky path with no trees in it, so that's going to be nothing but a forest. And we will do like a full terrain video, terrain tooling all of Isla Sorna. But I think this is going to be the type of area that I'm going to use. Of course, in the workers village we looked at some maps and stuff of Isla Sorna, and it's just, you know, the playable area that we have for Isla Sorna is just not good enough. It's not. And you know, what are you gonna do? I mean, it's, you know, so we're trying to have to pick and choose the best locations for this. I'm just cleaning out some trees and whatnot, you know, as we go, as we talk. I will do a little bit of talking over this video, the time lapse, whenever the time lapse gets up here. But you know, we're definitely gonna have a little bit of music with that too, just because there's not as much to say, because there's not as many buildings. I mean, we literally have the administration building, we have the raptor pens, with the production area, and the literal embryonics lab. So we kind of got to have all that anyway. It's not going to be as big as the workers village, but let's go ahead and do a little bit more backstory, again, without giving it all away. So the documentary is going to be huge, of course, and of course the dinosaurs need a sanctuary. The dinosaurs was let out on the mainland, and Maserati Corporation, INGEN is a subsidiary of Maserati Corporation. Maserati Corporation is embroiled in lawsuits, and the world wants to kill the dinosaurs, but the Dinosaur Protection Group teams up with Maserati to take back over Isla Sorna Site B, reconstruct the workers village, reconstruct the INGEN compound to the best of their ability with modern day Jurassic World, Jurassic Park aesthetics. And we're making a sanctuary, an actual sanctuary for these dinosaurs. It's all not for profit. Claire's going to be the head of it. We're going to have a little bit of backstory as the documentary unfolds. Of course, we haven't even done episode 1 yet. I haven't even got well, I've done a little bit of filming for the trailers, but I want to hold off just because I want to wait for after the update just to see what we can do, what's happening with the herding and the hunting and the dinosaur life expectancy, and you know, a bunch of little bitty things, which it needs to hurry up because I really want to make this documentary. Anyways, you know, of course, we need Morgan Freeman to do the audio and the script, but he's kind of expensive, so I don't know, man. Maybe you guys can flood Clayton Furiorti and get him to do it for us. I doubt he will, but hey, if he does, oh man, that would make my year. So really, all I'm trying to do is I use the water tool to just get one solid flat area without having to sit here and micromanage the flat tool. I dropped a fence on the opposite side just to keep the Stegosauruses from walking into my build area, and that fence will get deleted. So the hatchery is going to act as the Embryonics lab. Okay. Of course, we've got to use what tools we have in the game. Everybody knows that there's not as many tools, but you know, it is what it is. So of course, the hatchery would be the Embryonics lab. We're going to try to keep the fence as tight as possible, the barrier around the compound as tight as possible. And here what I'm doing is I'm dropping an expedition center, and the expedition center is going to both double as the science laboratory and also the production, you know, how they would raise the baby dinosaurs and dinosaurs that's going to be on Isla Sorna, because they got to keep the population up. You know, they want the dinosaurs to maintain a nice little population just to keep, you know, these magnificent beasts are here with us now. So of course, the Dinosaur Protection Group wants to protect them, not just let them live out the rest of their lives, but keep their populations high and keep them happy. Keep, you know, these dinosaurs here for paleontological study for years to come. Of course, was it the science lab? I think it was. Yeah, the science lab that we're using as the administration building, just because it looks the most, I guess. It looks more like the administration building, if I was to say so myself. So, and we also had to place a monorail station. Unfortunately, I don't want to have monorail stations in Site B. The documentary we're going to do, the rebuild of Site B with our full, you know, fan story and everything like that. God, I don't want to do that, but we had to, so I struggled with where I'm going to place it at. And on the opposite side, since we already have the administration building, I guess, you know, the Raptor, or the production area, and the Embryonics lab, I was kind of struggling with what, you know, to put over here. And of course, terrain constraints just kept wrecking me. But it ended up coming together, and, you know, the Storm Defense Tower, they're just all nice little ways for the geothermal to kind of use for the INGEN compound, because we have the geothermal station in the workers village. I figure since geothermal is a big thing on Isla Sorna, you would have it in the INGEN compound too, especially if Maserati was funding the Dinosaur Protection Group to rebuild these areas. And of course they would rebuild areas that already have infrastructure there, right? Okay, so yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me just go ahead and play the music for the rest of it, just, you know, so you don't have to sit here and hear me blabber. Yeah, and I, again, tinker around with a monorail, but anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and I'll see you guys on the other side.
You complete me. I want just
Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello.
Oh, baby, you got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me. Oh, baby, you got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me. Oh, baby, oh, you got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me.
Alright guys, so there we have it, I hope you guys like this. We're going to try to get all the way to the INGEN compound from the Workers Village, because the Workers Village has the gas station, which is, you know, quote unquote the ranger station, because of course Jeeps would need gas, right? So we're going to take the Jeep and we're going to go all the way over to the INGEN compound. Now, why have I used the orange color for the Jeeps? Well, it's because Isla Sorna Site B, after the fall of Isla Nublar and the volcano erupting, well, we don't want to use Jurassic World or INGEN's logo, right? We don't want to use that kind of logo just because of the falling out they've had. The public does not trust INGEN anymore or Maserati Corporation. But they do trust the Dinosaur Protection Group, and Maserati is funding the Dinosaur Protection Group in our fan theory. So we wanted to have our own types of Jeep, and we could have done the other color. Came with, what was it, like a red color, a blue color, something like that. But I think orange works the best, just because I like orange, and you know, why not? It just makes sense to me. We don't want to have any kind of logos or anything on there. It's going to be nothing but Dinosaur Protection Group, and they're out here monitoring the dinosaurs and making sure that, you know, they're safe and healthy, and the population doesn't get too rampant. The raptor population doesn't explode and stuff like that. We have a couple Stegosauruses that's dead, but that's okay. You know, it's whatever. No big deal. We're going to replenish all of these dinosaurs anyways, mainly from this main Embryonics lab, this hatchery. The INGEN compound was a little tough to do, just because a compound is a compound, and the Workers Village is technically bigger than that compound. And I wanted to make it look and fit right in here. I wanted to, you know, kind of make it secluded, just like the Workers Village. I didn't really pull that off as well, I don't think. But at the same time, there's not as many areas to plop down buildings, and you know, of course, and you also have to keep them really tight and tight knit, because again, they're just rebuilding these areas. They're not, how would you say, you know, just going with the actual INGEN compound or the actual Workers Village. Like, they are rebuilt with Jurassic World aesthetics, as you would, you know, in a modern day. If you're building a sanctuary for these dinosaurs in a modern day time, you would have modern day infrastructure, and they're supposed to be nice, small, and you know, easy to upkeep, because it's just paid volunteers here working on Site B, right? Again, we'll have more into the backstory. Maybe we'll do a full fan story video for you guys. We're also going to have the Isla Sorna airport, you know, the little airstrip. Well, in the Spinosaurus, his home might be around that way, right? But we also have to make the raptor's nest, and there's a whole host of things we got to do. We could technically do the burrows, but I don't really know. The Burrows does have a cafe and stuff like that, and an inn and whatnot. So maybe we can do that, and that'd be kind of like our little VIP area for the guests. What few guests will be here, because this isn't open to the public. It's open to, you know, high-paid paleontological guests, stuff like that. But that's enough. I don't want to give too much away for the documentary. Don't forget, I appreciate you guys like always. Thank you for sticking this documentary out for me, and don't forget, I'm in the comment section after every single video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
You had me at hello.
Oh, baby, you